Hey y'all, I know it's going to be a very odd video because it's black, but the reason why is because I'm wanting you to listen and not see. So if you have not read, please go to house.gov and pull up the House Bill 1808, which is the new everything weapons ban, assault weapons ban, weapon of war ban, slingshot ban, a BB gun ban, whatever it is, they got it in there. And I'd like for you to think on this, okay? And really think on this. I'm going to read you the very first lines of that bill. It's HR 1808, and it says, to regulate assault weapons. Now I'm going to stop right there. So they want to regulate assault weapons that they can't even define. They can't even define, the creators of the bill cannot even define what the hell a assault weapon is. Moving right along. And this is the one to really listen to. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. That is not the first time I've ever read that in a bill. But what that is, and you can read it and you can understand it. So they are saying that your right as a citizen is not unlimited, and that the power of that right is only granted to you by the government body, the body of that government, being the United States House of Representatives, the United States Senate, signed by the President. So you effectively, really and honestly, in their eyes, have no right. It's all permission. It's all permissive, given and granted to you, and that they grant, they can take away. And then they put in, and for other purposes. If a bill is written this way, right off the bat, it is an unconstitutional bill. It's an illegal bill. If it's signed into law, it's an illegal law. Illegal. Now, I don't know what you will do. I know what I will do. And I will peacefully stand and I will defy this illegal law. As a citizen, I will stand against this law. I will defy it. If they come for me with shackles, I go peacefully. I will fight them tooth and nail in the courts. If that bleeds me dry, so be it. As a law enforcement officer, I will never enforce an unconstitutional law. An illegal law, you can kiss my ass. Will not do it. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. Think about that. If they're saying that that right is not unlimited, that their right is not unlimited, then none of them are. Your freedom of speech can be stricken from you. Your freedom of speech can be licensed. Your freedom of speech can be registered. The Fourth Amendment no longer applies. You're not safe in your person, your property, your home, your belongings. None of that is safe now. If this passes, every right as a citizen is now degraded into a privilege that of the government. And these rights do not come from the Constitution. They come from the higher power, the natural order, and the inalienable right that all men born are of, created by God, by the natural order. These are rights that are permanent. So they are unlimited. They are unlimited. The limitation is not set by government. It is set by the persons of a moral, ethical compass, a person of responsibility, an individual. We have riots, they're heroes. We have a gunman who's killed by another man. The gunman is somehow victimized, and the man who stopped the violence is now the bad guy. It's all twisted and backwards, 360 degrees. They talk about weapons of war. They talk about assault weapons. Assault weapons is a made-up term. Weapons of war is a made-up term. I hear both sides saying, yep, my AR is an assault weapon. Yep, my AR is a weapon of war. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. My AR is a rifle. It's a rifle. No more, no less. We are so divided, and we meaning the pro-gun side, we are so divided that we will tear each other apart, and they will easily win. They will dissolve our rights down to nothing. Nothing. And the David Hoggs of the world will reap the benefit for it. And the rest of society, when it comes down to, well, shoot, man, maybe I need to get me a gun. So sorry, Buttercup, you let this happen. You didn't stand up. We need to stand up. And you need to read these bills, as ungodly terrible as they are to read, because sometimes you need a lot of ibuprofen or some really good Jameson if you're an Irish whiskey drinker. Me, I'm a Maker's Mark kind of guy. But the fact is the fact. If we don't stand up to this, we'll surely be down on our knees. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. Where else have you ever seen that written in the Constitution? Never. Where else have you ever seen that written in any bills to ensure that the freedom of speech is not unlimited? That the freedom to peacefully protest is not unlimited? That to be secure in your property is not unlimited? Where else have you seen that in any bills? None. So why is it always the Second Amendment of our Bill of Rights, the only one that they fight so much to repeal? Because that's what this is repealment. This will repeal your Second Amendment. And it's time we, the Americans, started standing up and saying with one loud voice, no. You pass this law, it's unlawful. I don't care. I'm going to the gun shop tomorrow and get me a 30-round magazine. I'm going to get me another AR. It's time we stood up and we took them to task, because we've given up so much. Our fathers gave up a lot, and our grandfathers started giving up things. Now it's our turn, and we're going to sit down and take it. We can't do that. Not violence, but with peace. Like I said, if the law enforcement come for me today and they bring shackles, I go with them peacefully, because I don't want to hurt nobody. But I will fight them tooth and nail in the courts. And that's where the victory is. We have to stand up to these unlawful bills that have not a chance in God's green earth. They have not a chance in the courtrooms. No bill like this will ever stand in the American courts. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. That's all you need to read. The rest of it is all trash. And the rest of it is mind-numbing. They're literally saying we're going to ban guns that have been designed by John Moses Browning in the 1890s. Simply because there's a copy of that weapon that was used in the military. to regulate assault weapons that they can't themselves, as many times as they have tried to get an ATF director, even the one they got right now, could not tell you what the definition is of an assault weapon is. Not one. They tried that with Chapman, and Chapman blew off some southwestern definition of what an ATF office says it is. It is all designed to destroy the civil liberties, the liberty of man. And if we don't stand up, we never deserve the rights that we had in the first place. I know that, you know, my wife, she gets scared when I do these kind of videos. She really does. She's terrified of me. She's terrified of us losing everything that we work for. And I understand that. But I also remember men that signed away their lives on a piece of paper and birthed a nation. And those men didn't live well. Some of those men died horribly. I'm definitely no John Adams. I ain't trying to say that. But there comes a time when, you know, we have to stand up and we have to look tyranny in the face. And this is tyrannical. Anytime your liberties is, as it's written, is not unlimited, that is a repeal of your rights. Black men, white men, yellow men, red men, American men. American men, stand the fuck up and peacefully aggravate those phone lines, write them congressmen, write those senators, aggravate the hell out of them and let them know, you work for us, we don't work for you. If you did not see the 10 hours of Judiciary Committee bullshit about this bill, you need to watch it. Because the creators of that bill couldn't tell you a butt stock from a muzzle brake. It is the most erroneous, unlawful, written piece of toilet paper that you could ever wipe your tail with. To regulate assault weapons that they can't define. To ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not unlimited. Not unlimited. I'm going to say that again. Please read the bill. Stand up. Because if you don't, you'll damn sure be on your knees. Get back directly.